Executive privilege, let me help you. There's executive privilege. Has the president invoked executive privilege in this case?
No.
The answer is no. Good. That's right. The answer is no. Is there any other situation?
Look, when it comes to classified information and the classification that deals in the executive order, not all the information that we have in our files belongs to us. We defer to other agencies when it comes to access to their classified information.
But you are the ones that put redactions on personal identifiable information, correct?
We did on the personal identifiable information, that's correct.
Where in the Constitution does it say that I can't see that?
Does it address it specifically in the Constitution?
So, can you cite any legal case, any precedent that says that Congress can't look at personal identifiable information?
I cannot cite any legal case.
Are you aware that Congress is exempt from the Privacy Act?
I am.
Does the FBI treat congressional document requests as FOIA requests?
No.
Will the FBI provide Congress all of the 302s?
All of the 302s, we have one set that you've been provided already. The rest of them are coming through the FOIA process.
Wait.
Yep.
We're not, FOIA process. You mean I got to fill out a FOIA request?
You can. Not necessary.
Here's the problem. You handpicked the 302s to give to us. My understanding of discussion with staff, and I appreciate your accessibility with the staff. You've been good, and you're new, and for your first time hearing, this is a tough one, but the reality is you should give us all the 302s.
So let me say this. I think the director made principled decisions about what to say to Congress when he was here and also what to provide to Congress. As far as
Wait, where do I find that?
Personally identifiable.
Do we just let everybody in government decide that they're based on their own individual principles? That's what see, it's trust but verify is how it works. You don't get to decide what I get to see. I get to see it all. I was elected by some 800,000 people to come to Congress and see classified information. I was elected by my colleagues here to be the chairman of this committee. That's the way our Constitution works. Will the FBI provide to Congress the full file with no redactions of personal identifiable information?
I cannot make that commitment sitting here today.
Then I'm going to issue a subpoena, and I'm going to do it right now. So let's go. I've signed this subpoena. We want all the 302s, and we would like the full file. You can accept service on behalf of the FBI?
Certainly.
You are hereby served. We have a duty and a responsibility. You can cite no precedent, nothing in the Constitution, no legal precedent. You know this is important to us. You now have your subpoena. We would all like to see this information. I've gone past my time. Or coming up on going past my time. I'll now recognize the ranking member, Mr. Cummings.
You've been in the job 4 weeks. I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
And you used to work for one of our distinguished colleagues, Mr. Goodlatte, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Republican. So I'm going to, so you're familiar with Congress then?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to save most of my questions for the classified session, but I do want to address the redaction issue briefly. When the FBI produced these materials to Congress, their cover letter stated, and I quote, "The FBI has redacted personally identifiable information as appropriate," end of quote. Chairman Chaffetz publicly announced he wanted the FBI to lift these redactions. He stated, and I quote, "We are going to call on the FBI this week, to give a version where there is non-classified, the unclassified material and the classified material redacted so that could be out there in the public," end of quote. The problem is that there is no legitimate basis for the demand. Director Comey has already provided us with an unprecedented level of transparency into the FBI's investigation and internal decision-making. Now, I want to stop there for a moment. And you said yourself, I think at least twice, that there has been unprecedented discovery here. I mean, what did you mean by that? I don't want to take the words out of your mouth.
No,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think in this particular case, we don't typically make our case files available. their sort of internal work product. There's a lot of sensitive information in there. Even the unclassified stuff is sensitive to a great deal. I think that we made a principled decision with redacting the PII only for those individuals who are not already in the public domain. And you sort of ask, why did you do that? Well, from my perspective as an agent, you know, in any investigation, including a high-profile investigation like this one, or any other investigation really, it's critical for us as FBI agents to obtain cooperation from members of the public. As we go out and we talk to members of the public in any case, we need them to be willing to participate in the judicial process. A lot of times people, their initial reaction is, you know what, I don't want to get involved. As an agent, you talk to somebody, you try to protect them as best you can. Sometimes you have to call them as a witness at trial, sometimes you don't. But witnesses who speak with us need to have confidence that they can talk to the FBI without risk of undue exposure. In this case, we are concerned about lifting the PII redactions for individuals who are not already in the public domain. That might have a chilling effect on